Please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, okay.
Say anything you want.
You don't know when.
This never happens when Jill's.
Here we go with the cheap shots.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. And first item on tonight's agenda is approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve?
So move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. And I would like to defer to our new town solicitor. Can these be voted on as one group or individually?
Mr. Schrader. I'm deferring to Mr. Schrader.
Separate.
Separate.
Separate?
Yes.
All right. So the first minutes is
He's very
the,
conservative.
sorry,
I'm joking. He's very conservative.
the minutes of 5 PM on May 19th. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the second approval of minutes is for the 6 PM meeting. Any discussion on that or additions or? All right, have a motion to approve?
I'll motion. to approve.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then the last minutes is of the 7:10. We need to correct that. It was a 7:10 start.
It's on there.
Do I have a motion to approve that?
Make the motion.
In a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, we got through that. All right, the first item on the, and only item on the agenda under new business tonight is P 341 58 Woodland Avenue in 9 Caroline Street. Application 341 is a re-subdivision plan submitted by Donald L. Messick, owner of 58 Woodland Avenue, with the permission of John and Kimberly Neff, owners of 9 Caroline Street, for lot line changes associated with 2 parcels of land, both zoned R1 single family residential district, located at 58 Woodland. And then, do I need to, I don't need to read all those numbers into the record, do I?
No, sir.
All right. All right, so, Jim, you want to, give us your,
We reviewed the proposed reconfiguration of lands of Donald L. Messick and Lot 5 of Cottages of Whites Creek is completed by Foresight Services dated June 6, 2022. Based upon our review, we had the following comments. Please title the plan Re-Subdivision Plan. Please refer to Lot 5 as being of Wonderland. Subdivision was recorded as Wonderland in 1979 at Plot Book 17, page 42, and we can find no subsequent recording of a name change. Please provide a site data column for each of the subject parcels as would be required for a typical subdivision plan, including postal address, tax parcel number, zoning, deed reference, utility suppliers, dimensional requirements, etc. Please correct the floodplain note to reference the appropriate firm panel and base flood elevation. Include the boundary of the special flood hazard area on the plan. Please provide owner signature blocks for both property owners. The property line between lots 7 and 8 within Wonderland does not appear to be accurate when compared to the tax parcel map. Please verify. Please delete the note about the setbacks. The correct zoning information is a requisite element of the plan to be covered by the certification, along with all of the other information required and to be provided. Note that the proposed 10-foot drainage easements around the perimeter of each lot are to be dedicated to the town. The Messick property is the beneficiary of a permanent driveway and parking easement on lands of Lot 1 of Wonderland, recorded at deed book 4555, page 125. Depict the bounds of that easement on the plan and reference the recordation information. Add the following note to the plan. Lot 5 of Wonderland, tax map number 134-12-2057, is subject to the declaration of restrictions recorded at Sussex County Recorder of Deeds, deed book 1679, page 42. The additional land area being added to Lot 5 by this plan shall become part and parcel thereof and be subject to those same restrictions. Add the following note to the plan. The dwelling on tax map 134-12-301 violates the side yard setback. This condition is considered an existing nonconformity in accordance with section 140-92. Add the following note to the plan. The dwelling, deck, and shed on tax map 134-12-2057 violate the side yard setback. This condition is considered an existing nonconformity in accordance with section 140-92. And finally, the plotted boundary of the lands of Messick differs from the language in the deed of reference. Provide a written narrative for the record explaining the difference between the plotted parcel and the deed language.
Okay. Alrighty. So, are there any? Well, let me ask a question. The Wonderland lot has a driveway on it.
The Wonderland lot has,
Which will be part of the access to the Messick property?
sorry, this is confusing. A different Wonderland lot
Oh,
has a driveway on it that provides access to the Messick property. The driveway actually fronts on Woodland Avenue and comes across the rear 10 feet of lot 1 of Wonderland.
okay.
If you look on the plan that was provided, there's noted as an undefined driveway on lot 1 of Wonderland
Uh-huh,
in the southeastern corner of the Messick
All the
lot.
way down to the end, Ken.
right here.
And up the other end, come up to this end. It's right there.
Right there. Okay.
So that driveway actually exists in a 10-foot wide easement that runs across the width of the back of lot 1.
Gotcha. Yeah. Right. Do any of the commission members have any questions or concerns about it?
Well, you got to sign the easement. Is the other requirements you put in here that responded to it and followed up?
They have not, they only would have received these comments on Friday of last week.
Ready? With that, I guess we'll ask if there's anyone present that would like to speak to the matter before us. If there are, please come up to the podium, state your name and your address, please.
Are Mr. Neff and Wheeler? I'm not sure I got the right names. Are the applicants here?
I'm Mr. Mesa, I'm the owner of the.
Yes, I'm sorry, I said Wheeler, I apologize. You're Mr. Neff?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna get one or both of you up here in a second.
Okay.
You're Neff.
No, I'm Mesa.
I'm never, it's time for me to quit.
You need to retire.
All right, basically just introduce it with, the Neffs would like to have a larger backyard. So what we're looking to do is, separate part of the strip along the back of my land to give them further of a larger backyard. And we have approached the HOA for the Whites Creek and they don't have any or problems with it. And I submitted the letter to the town with that note from the HOA.
And it should be a part of the packet that you received, gentlemen. We should look like. You can attach the application. There is an email from Jim Nab to Ken Semino, Joe Oliver, and a number of other people indicating that the Board of Cottages on White Spruce HOA do not object to the inclusion of the fifth acre of land at the corner line being moved. And there's a second letter from Mr. Neff indicating that Mr. Neff acknowledges that he intends to purchase the property located at Woodland Avenue, at 58 Woodland Avenue.
It's, well, the back of Woodland Avenue. His house is on 9 Caroline,
Right,
okay?
but the property that's to be included in his property is currently has a street address of 58
Correct.
Woodland, right?
Mm.
Okay. And Mr. Neff, you can just stand up and yell at me if you want. You understand, or I have seen somewhere in here that you are going to obligate yourself to be bound by the covenants and conditions that apply to the cottages on White Creek, which would include, I have never seen them, but it can include any number of things, probably includes architectural review standards, front, rear yard, area height and bulk requirements may obligate you to pay assessments. I don't know. But you acknowledge that you understand and have committed yourself to accept those, correct?
I do.
So are both of these properties in the same HOA then?
No.
No, no.
I'm just making sure that this only this one piece of property, because the shed worried me, that's why I'm asking.
And let me just give you a little help. This is the property that he's gonna buy from Mr. Messick. And when he buys it from Mr. Messick and merges it with this, he has just agreed that he'll make it a part of the what's it called, cottages on White Creek. HOA.
It will not be two parcels. The
It'll
lot
be
line will
one.
be,
It'll be one
that will be one. deed.
Right, that's what I read, and that's why I was wondering what, if they, since it was one parcel, if they were both, under the HOA, but you're just saying that the one HOA does the extended lot portion.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's paying for the surveys?
I did.
You did, and you're gonna continue to do so?
Yes.
Do you know if your surveyor saw this letter to Mr. Semino that was given by Mr. Lober
Last night.
last night?
Yeah, I got a copy from the town yesterday.
And if Mr. Lober's letter were made a condition of the approvals of this re-subdivision of the two lots, you wouldn't have a problem with it, is that
No.
correct? Mr. Neff? Thank you.
All righty. Well, thank you. Is there anyone else present that would like to speak? All righty. Well, with that, we'll close the public portion of it. So we have before us P 341 to vote on the re-subdivision plan that's been submitted. Do I have well, is there any additional comment or questions from the commission? All right, would someone like to make a motion to accept the proposed
I'll make a motion that we accept P 341, subject to the recommendations of our town engineer.
all right, do we have a second? Can you second? All right, well, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, well, the motion carries 5-0. Thank you. I think that's it for new business. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second?
I'll second.
All right. We are out of here. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.